Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Sly here, and today I'm going to be doing a different type of video today. So since most people in my Discord / stream have just started playing the JP version of Dokkan Battle, I figured that I would do a video of how to start Dokkan for beginners, like that type of video, because they're always asking like, how do I do this? Should I do this? Should I work my units? And they're relatively new to the game, like level 40-ish. So instead of like always constantly saying, no, just work on your team, work on your team, work on your team, farm story, all that jazz, I figured I would just make a condensed video of how they should start their journey for Dokkan. Now, since my global is with my friend Pete because he did lose his account, and since I'm now primarily a JP main, he has that, so I'm sorry if you guys can't read the text on the game, but I'll try to like leave like little notes on the screen so that you guys like know like what I'm talking about when I'm building a team or whatnot. So I also created a list for this. There's gonna be 5 pretty easy steps to this. So yeah, let's get this started. Alright, so the first step would be re-rolling your account. So for the JP version, you get about 128 to 130 stones, depending if you do the megaphone. The megaphone that will pop up about here on your screen, and you can do a tweet and you get a stone, or you could click the line option, and then you just go back to your game, and then you'll still get the stone. Most people tend to do that. I don't mind tweeting it out every once in a while, you know, promote the game, get more people. But yeah, so when it comes down to rerolling, there are 2 banners out right now that you want to go for on the Japanese version of the game. The LR Gogeta banner and the LR Super Vegito banner. Now, both banners are great. They are amazing banners, each having their own respective units to it. Obviously, the first one being LR Gogeta. Well, they start out as Angel, Goku, and Vegeta on Gogeta, and Vegito, they're just Goku and Vegeta. But we just call them LR Gogeta and Super Vegito because, you know, that's pretty much what they are. So, Gogeta's banner features the LR, the brand new Agility Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku, the new Strength Majin Vegeta, the new Kaioken Goku, the new Gallic Gun Vegeta, and then the rest of these are just old units. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, amazing unit. Int Gogeta, amazing unit. Strength Gogeta, old but still very good on a strength team. Strength Janemba, he's okay, but he does work very well on an extreme team. Intelligence Janemba, again, works on an Intelligence Extreme team. And then just Fat Janemba just for farming up the Janemba SAs. Now, on the Vegito banner, we have, we have the LR, which is Goku and Vegeta. We have the new Angel Goku again, Majin Vegeta, Kaioken Goku, and Vegeta. They are not Dokkan Festival exclusive units, so you can get them on any banner, including their type banner, so just keep that in mind. Now, Vegito's banner has, obviously, the Vegitos. Physical Super Vegito, amazing unit. His team just got a major buff with the new LR. Agility Super Vegito, still an amazing unit on an agility team. Physical Vegito Blue, still an amazing unit. Better than Tech Vegito Blue on the new LR Super Vegito team because of Prepare for Battle. Intelligence Kid Buu, not the best, but you know, he's not bad on an extreme team. He really shines when Big Bad Bosses is activated. Wuhan, not bad, not the best. He needs a new card, to be completely honest, but he still fits on an extreme intelligence team. And then the Wiggly Buu, as I like to call it, who will Dokkan into a Buu where he's like wiggling. I'll probably throw some up on the screen so you guys know what I'm talking about. When he's Dokkan, he can actually increase the SA of all Kid Boos. So yeah, when it comes down to re-rolling, If you want a fusions team, you roll on the first banner, which is Gogeta. If you want a Potara team, you roll on the second banner, which is the Vegito banner. Or you just pick your favorite of the two fusions and you just go from there pretty much. So yeah, that does it for the re-rolling section. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, next one would be building your teams. So when it comes down to building your teams, obviously, as you guys can see, my JP is filled up, so I don't have a reroll account for this, so we're just gonna go with this. So for when it comes down to building your teams, you want to pick the leader that is the best. So if you want to build a new LR team for the LRs, you would pick LR Super Vegito. So for him, right here, his leader skill is Potara category, HP and attack plus 170%, and then plus 130 defense. And then his second side is all intelligence types key plus 3, and then 90% to HP, attack, and defense. So for when it comes down to Potara, it is this second one right here. And you can see every single unit that falls underneath his category, which is Potara. Or if you don't want to do that and just keep going back and scrolling, you can sort your box by clicking down this little button, clicking this middle one, and then clicking on the proper kanji for this one, or Japanese writing. If it's not kanji, I'm just going to say Japanese writing so I don't get it wrong. And it is the 6th one on the list, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6th one on the list, and you hit OK, hit OK again, and it pulls up every Potara category unit that you already currently have. So for this team, pretty much you want to build a team that will link very well and falls underneath the category at the same time. So since he is the Potara leader, I'll put in the best Potara units that I got, which are Physical Super Vegito, Physical Vegito Blue, Strength Rose, Physical Goku Black, and I like to throw in Tech Vegito because he is a great support unit. Some might argue that instead of Goku Black, you could put him merged. But for me, since I don't want to decrease my super types by 10%, I normally just go with Goku Black, plus my Goku Black is 2 paths completely maxed out in the potential system. Again, that's just for the LRs. When it comes down to other category units, say for like you might pull Super Vegito, the physical one, which his category is the second one, which is Majin Buu. So you would build a team that fits best underneath his category. So for me, that would be this team. Again, you guys don't have to copy the exact same teams that I use, but you get the general idea. You want to build your team based off how the category leader, or just another leader in general would be. It doesn't even have to be a category leader. You can always just run someone like Vegito Blue, who just boosts all the super types, and you can build a team based off of super types. Something as simple as that would work. Or if you want to do villains, you can do Rose Leader, and then just build out a team based around all extreme units. As long as you are building your team around whatever the leader skill is, you would definitely, what's the word I'm looking for? You'll have an easier time going through the events. So yeah, when it comes down to building out your teams, it's pretty straightforward and simple. So yeah, without further ado, let's move on to the third one. Alright, so now that you have built your team out, it is time now to do the most important part of any beginner to Dokkan Battle. Farming story to rank up and get stones. This is the most important part of Dokkan when it comes to beginners. Because the story is in 4 times XP because of the anniversary celebration we are doing, you want to farm up all the story as much as possible. Huh, I guess Honey wants to be in this video too. That she's barking at a squirrel. Anyway, back to the video. Oh, Coco too. But back to the video. So now that you have built your team, you want to take on every single story event possible because you get 1 stone per difficulty, and then when you complete every single one, you get 2 per difficulty, as long as you have completed the 1 difficulty that you're about to take on for the rest of these. So since Area 1 has 5 events, when you complete all 4 of these on normal, hard, and Z hard, when moving on to the 5th, you will get 2 stones. 1 for completing, the standard mission, and then the second one will be for completing all of the missions in that area on a certain difficulty. Plus, when you get to rank 30, you will start to get King Kai missions, which will give you more stones, because when you complete any area mission on hard or Z hard, hard will give you 1 stone from the King Kai missions, Z hard will give you 3. So when you hit rank 30, make sure that you go back and do older areas on the most difficult difficulty, being Z hard for the earlier stages, and then eventually you'll move on to super difficulty. So yeah, just make sure you go back and do that, and you should be good, like going up in rank, which is good because it increases your team cost and your stamina and stones, so you're able to summon more and build your teams better. So that's pretty much it for that one. It's the simplest, but it's also the most important one. Let's move on to the second to last task that you have to do to start off Dokkan. Alright, so the second to last one will be awakening your units. So, pretty much what you want to do is, since you're now just starting out, you might be saying, so which one should I awaken first? Here's the simplest answer. Work your way from the bottom. So if you did summon on Gogeta, hypothetically, and say for you pulled the Strength Gogeta, mine just already happens to be Dokkan. If you pull the Strength Gogeta, I would say do his event first. It's pretty much the easiest. Well, it's one of the easiest ones. And since they also did just buff up the amount of medals that you can get per fight, except for Super, because that's your standard 7. They buffed up Z hard so that you can get between 1 and 6, which is better than your standard 1 that you used to get on the first stage of Z hard on Gogeta. Which is amazing because now it'll take up to 10 runs. It will not be your standard 10. It will always be it will be at most 10. It could be easier if you get multiple drops, if you get 6. It could take as little as 2 runs, because if you get a 6 and a 5, or if you get an equivalent of 10 in 2 runs, you would be set so that you already can awaken your Strength Gogeta. Let's do a quick run of this while I'm speaking about it, so we can show that it drops up to 6. I might not get 6, I might get 1. But if it does drop between 1 and 6, it will prove my point of how much easier it would be. I brought in my extreme team just to showcase it because Gogeta's event is also weak to big bad bosses, which is a link skill among villain units. Another thing to keep in mind when it comes to awakening units is try to look for a link skill or passive that will deal extra damage to the fight. In this case, Gogeta, including his intelligence stage when you get to it, is weak to big bad bosses. Janembas, in both intelligence and strength, are weak to Super Saiyan links. When it comes down to Rose and Vegito Blue, it's their passive. Vegito Blue will do more damage to Rose, and Rose will do more damage to Vegito Blue. There's no specific Link skill, it's just that their passive, because of the mechanics on the fight, just give you automatic extra damage. So now that we have beaten Strength Gogeta, see, I got 4 on that run. So even if you can't do the intelligence stage, which I highly recommend you do not do yet until you have built your team better to take it on, because it is difficult even on Z hard, you are better off just farming the 20 stamina STR stage. And when it comes down to Intelligence Gogeta, he still takes the same medals that you got from Strength. So even if you can't do the Intelligence stage 11 times to get your 77 easily, you can still farm out the STR stage and just farm medals there if you're more comfortable and are willing to spend stones on it, because you will have to. Alright, moving on to the final step, which is spending your stones. How you should spend your stones. If you are free to play, I would suggest try not to spend many stones on stamina and whatnot, and just save for Dokkan banners and units that are worth it. So when it comes down to this, if you are an already veteran player on the Japanese version and you're free to play, you were probably saving your stones for so long for the 3-year anniversary for these 2 banners. When it comes down to banners like these, the type banners, it's pretty much not the best idea to roll on it. Even though it does give you orbs, it's still not the best, because you want to save your stones for bigger and better units like the LRs, which are probably now going to become the meta. So when it comes down to that, when you're farming up your stones from story and whatnot, just keep summoning on these 2 banners and just build your teams as best as possible. Don't even worry about this. So just spend your stones on here and you should be good to go. So another way to spend stones, the best way would probably be for stamina. If you really want to like awaken your unit like right then and there, you can do that too. But when it comes to, you know, singling and whatnot, not the best idea. So just save up for multis as best as possible, especially when you're free to play. That way you can get the most out of what you're able to do when it comes down to future Dokkan events and building your teams and what units you should pull for. So yeah, just save your stones as much as possible. If you're pay to play, make your own decisions on that. For free to play people, just save your stones. That's the best advice that I can give you. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up the video, guys. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope this is very informative to the new players of Dokkan Battle. For beginners, the 5 simplest steps re-rolling for the best possible box to start out with, building your team so that you can take on events and grind story easily, grinding story and getting stones and ranks and doing the missions, awakening your units when the time is right, and taking on the best stage and beating the stage as easily and quickly as possible, and spending your stones the best and most efficient way. So yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I thought that this would be a very helpful video to everyone, since everyone's asking what should I do, how should I do this and that. So I just wanted to make this video to inform all of you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like this video if you support it. Subscribe and become a Guitar Warrior today, and I will catch all of you in the next one. Take care and peace.